Brothers Bistro. Recipes so simple, even a dude can make it. Okay, buddy.
Ho, ho, ho!
This is a very special episode.
That's right. Gobble, gobble, gobble.
We are getting ready to bring you a holiday spectacular special.
We were trying to think of if we could cook a turkey, but then we knew we couldn't eat it, just the two of us.
But for those of you that don't know, I'm Skinny Kenny.
And I'm Musclehead Kev.
And we're the
Klar
Klar
brothers.
brothers.
Welcome to Brothers Bistro. That's right. It's our time again. It's coming around pretty quick, the holidays, the season. This is episode
25. And listen, we've been doing this almost a full year, so we're working on something special behind the scenes for our kind of a 1 year recap. But tonight, we are going to be cooking up kind of a traditional holiday dinner.
Wow, how does it traditional if we don't have a turkey?
Well, we do. It's turkey and stuffing. That's what we're making.
Really?
Wow. Turkey in quotes and stuffing in quotes.
All right, I can't wait to see this one, and I'm sure it meets our criteria, right? Simple, reasonable price, easy to make, and yummy.
Yeah, well, the easy to make got thrown a little bit out the window with this one because we're going above and beyond the Call of Duty for a holiday
I kept
special.
trying to tell him when he was pitching this thing. That's too hard. That's too complicated.
But you'll see. It's not going to be as hard as it seems. We've been working at this for 11 months now. You guys hang in with us here. We can do this.
All right, we'll be right back.
We're going to show you the ingredients, and we'll be back before you know it.
Wow! Holy cow!
Is that enough ingredients for you,
buddy? One of our first tenets is simple.
I know, but we decided we were going to pull out all the stops for the holiday special. So
this could go wildly wrong.
It could. But, that's going to be hilarious if it does. So, all right, so the first thing we got is the turkey. We put that in quotes because we started looking for turkey.
This is a story in and of itself. We wanted to do turkey. We figured we couldn't eat a turkey, so then we thought Cornish game hens, right, Kim?
That sounds like a good idea.
It is until you go there and there's nothing in the store.
There's no Cornish game hen in the store. So we went with a small chicken.
Looks like a turkey.
We're going to pretend it's turkey today.
Turkey.
Right? Yeah, when we put up the air quotes, that's when you know what we're going to. So, all of the turkey, right? We got that right out of the grocery store.
Right.
And then we got the stuff that's going to go inside it.
Then this chicken's like 3 pounds.
3.5 pounds.
Because that's going to matter. It's going to take us about an hour to cook it in the oven. All right, so let me walk through the stuff that's going in there. The stuff that's going in there: diced onion. We got it diced. We didn't dice it. Garlic. We got it prepackaged and de-shelled or whatever.
I don't know what they call them. Yeah.
And so we're gonna have to dice that up a little bit in our Shameless promotion.
We got our Guidel chopper. This thing's going to work overtime today. We got a lot of stuff to chop.
We got some celery. And we got...
Cilantro. Yeah.
All right.
Because my brother can't tell the difference between cilantro and parsley.
Do they look the same?
They look similar.
All right.
Okay,
that's a lemon.
Yeah, we're going to cut those in half and we're going to put those in. Okay, that's the stuff that's going inside.
Remember, when you get to our channel, you got to smash up the like.
Right. Yeah, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications, all that stuff.
Come on. We're rounding the corner. Yeah. We're a quarter of a century old. We're rounding the corner. We're doing good.
Sometimes we forget to tell you, but that goes without saying. Tell all your friends, all your family, all your friends. We want everybody on the channel. Okay, and then once we get this done, we're going to slather up the outside, right?
Right. We got a little oil on it, and we're going to put the oil on that because that'll hold on to our Italian seasoning, MCCORMICK'S.
Right. Are you listening?
Okay. And we got black ground pepper. Again, we went straight to the source. MCCORMICK'S got the pepper tree.
I don't know what they're waiting for, do you?
I'm not sure. Maybe we need a few more followers. So you guys got to get to work out there.
Oh, the pressure's on them now.
That's right. All right. So
and then we're going to put the salt on after it's all done.
Right.
But once we get this whole thing cooked up, right, like slathered up and ready to go, what are we going to do with it then? We're gonna put
a bag in a bag. Have you guys ever heard of the term two-bagger? This is
this recipe is a two-bagger. So we're gonna put this in a brown bag, and we're gonna cook it in the brown bag. So should be interesting. We've never done it before, so it could be a recipe for disaster. And then on this side of the table, we've got our riced cauliflower stuffing.
And again, this was pre-riced or pre-chopped up and all that. We didn't do anything. We went to the frozen food section and got the cauliflower there. But remember, the big deal when you're going to get cauliflower is you don't want to just get any cauliflower. You got to make sure that it's just cauliflower because they will put a lot of other stuff in it. Yeah. And you'll think, wow, this tastes really good. And there's a reason they put a whole bunch of
You don't want to get the flavored cauliflower. This is just cauliflower. But then we're going to chop up some celery and some mushrooms and some onions and some parsley.
Right.
And some rosemary and some sage. But we're going to start with the celery and the onions, I think.
Okay.
If I remember right. And then we're going to put that in the oil with the salt and pepper. And we're going to let that soften up for a few minutes. And then we're going to add in the rest of the stuff.
Yeah. Nothing could go wrong on this one. And my brother had to go outside and clip out the fresh rosemary.
Yeah.
You can smell it. It's super strong.
So you can see the ingredients. It's a little more complicated than we normally do, but it's not.
Hey, can we give a shout out?
Oh yeah, we can totally give a shout out.
We got some wine and glasses.
Yeah, this is fan art. So you can send artwork, you can send whatever you make. But this is my friend Eric and Amy Walport. They have Walport Family.
It's a Sasquatch on there.
It's a Sasquatch on there. Applegate Valley, Washington. It's a red. It's yummy too. Thanks, Eric and Amy.
Now you send it to us. Unlike McCormick's, we will shamelessly promote you.
For sure. So we got to get busy here.
Yep.
First thing we're going to do is Kevin's going to chop up this stuff and he's going to stuff it in the turkey. I'm going to chop up a few things and get ready for like phase 1 with the stuffing, and we'll come right back.
All right. We'll be back before you know it.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
Okay, so listen. Look, how clean is that?
Well, we did okay, I think. I only had a couple of things to put together. So our Goodell worked overtime.
It did. It did a good job, too. We basically chopped up the ingredients in like bigger chops, and then we loaded up this bad boy like this, and then we turned it upside down carefully, and then hit that thing.
Not recommended for those that are squeamish or have trouble, but I just put my hand in there and I hold it out. Kind of like a magician.
Okay, and I did the same thing with the celery and the onions.
Right, celery, onion,
green. That's it, celery and onion. And then I'm going to brown up these things in this frying pan.
Okay.
So I'm going to add the olive oil.
All right.
And these two things, and I'm going to soften them up. And it takes about 5 to 7 minutes.
And I'm going to throw this inside.
You're going to put that inside our turkey.
And then we're going to get prepped for the outside of the turkey and finishing up the stuffing.
And I've got step 2 on the stuffing. So,
all right.
You ready?
Wow.
Let's see you stuff it in there, buddy.
Do I squeeze these?
No.
You don't?
No.
Are you sure?
Here, you want me to hold the turkey open for you?
Hold her legs open for me. Wow.
What could possibly go wrong?
Good thing we had that much stuffing.
You didn't realize there was that much of a cavity in there, did you?
Sometimes it's hard to know.
Okay, and then we're gonna cram in a couple of these lemon slices. And that's what's going to go in the oven.
Oh, and we folded our legs. Have you guys seen folding the wings? See the wing? And then you fold it over. So that way when it cooks, it doesn't go flop away.
And it would burn them because
it's better when they're kind of holding tight.
So that's done. Now,
wait a second, buddy. We got to tie together our legs.
I know, but we're not done just yet.
Oh, okay. When we're done the next time.
We'll show that in the next shot. But basically, I'm going to add the olive oil here and the
ingredients, the other stuff that's diced up.
And the celery, and I'm going to put this on the stove, and I'm going to let this simmer for a little bit.
So you wait. We'll be back. We will have slathered up the outside of her breastises, and then he will go.
And I'll have the next step because I got more ingredients to go into the cauliflower mash.
All right, and then we'll show them the rest of it. Yeah. All right, we'll be back in a jiffy.
All right. So we're back. So we got all that stuff stuffed in the
I was sweating it. Bud.
And now we got some stuff that's going to go on the outside. Tell us what's going to happen on the outside.
Okay, so I'm going to put a little oil on the outside so that it holds on to the seasoning. I'm going to put these 2 seasonings. One's the Italian seasoning, and one is the regular pepper. Well, these are both McCormick's.
Right.
Because we love our McCormick's.
We're loyal, if nothing else.
Yeah, we're loyal. To a fault, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe.
So that's going to happen there.
And I've got my onions and my celery. They've been cooking on the frying pan for about 7 minutes or so. So they're softened up a little bit. Now I'm going to add the rice cauliflower, the mushrooms, and the salt and pepper.
All right.
So I'm basically just going to dump these bad boys in.
And I can dump this on here?
Yep. And you can lather up the turkey. And we're going to cook this on the stove for another 5 to 7 minutes or so. And then we've got kind of part 3 coming up. So let us know when you're done. I mean, you know.
Here's my dollar weight on a dime. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, kind of.
All right, I'm doing it. I got it going around. Hang on, one more.
All right, so when we come back, we're going to have this all fried up, and we're going to be ready to add the final ingredients. It's really more of a garnish kind of stuff to the rice cauliflower, which is going to be our stuffing. And our turkey in quotes, is going to be ready to go into the oven.
Except that I got to tie up the legs.
Right. Well, that's we're going to watch you do that on camera. And our oven has been cooking, preheating at 375.
That's right. And we'll be ready to roll this stuff, throw it in the oven, and get it going.
That's right.
All right. We'll be back in a jiffy.
Okay, we are back. This is like the part 3 of the prep work, right? So I've got, what have I got here? I've got parsley, rosemary, and sage.
Right.
And chicken broth that's going to go into our
rice cauliflower
stuffing that's been kind of cooking on the grill. It's doing good. And I'm just going to pour that in. And while I'm doing that, you're going to tie up the legs because we're basically ready to go into the oven.
Somebody say time. I got
it. It's not a horse roping competition.
But I'm tying it up, baby. Can't say that I've ever tied up the legs, but this will work.
Okay. So, are we ready to go into the oven?
We're ready.
Okay. You want to open the oven and I'll drag her in there?
Go, baby.
All right. And we're going to leave that in there for about an hour.
At 350?
375.
375, all right.
375 for 15 minutes per pound, and we got about 3.5 pounds in there. So we will be right back. Well, not right back. We'll be back in an hour or so when it's done. And we'll show you the results.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Every time I hear that timer, it sounds like something different. This timer was kind of like elephants bugling.
Is that right?
Well, that's what I heard.
Woo!
What did you hear?
I thought I heard like a choo-choo, like a choo-choo! Is that what you heard? I don't know. It'll be interesting to see, huh?
All right, let's. It's going to be super interesting to see. Let's pull this thing out. So the thing we have to tell you is we got 30 minutes into the hour that was supposed to be in.
Yeah, we got a confession. We got a confession.
We forgot to put it in the bag, so we pulled it out off camera. We put it in the 2 paper bags, and we oiled it up. We put some vegetable oil on the outside. And now we're going to do the unveiling. So we apologize.
Remember what you get with us. You're going to get a dinner and a show. You're not going to get the real deal.
Kevin reminded me multiple times this was way more complicated. We got distracted with all the complication.
Okay, so that's our 1 bagger. There's our 2 bagger.
Okay, well, it looks good. It doesn't look as brown as I was expecting it to, but
but that makes sense, right? Because
it's steaming.
It's steaming. It looks good.
All right, so when we come back, we're going to show you kind of how to plate this thing. We're going to have the rice cauliflower, which is our stuffing, and this thing, and we're going to. I like the dark meat.
I like the light meat.
My brother likes the white meat, so we're going to plate this thing up, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back.
Wow.
All right.
Well, we never thought this day would come.
All right. So here's our turkey.
All right, turkey.
Right. I'm gonna cut the legs open. Because
remember what we said. Ken likes the dark meat. Kev likes the the white meat.
Right.
And we're gonna cut that off. Get that wrapping off of there. Good.
Okay. We got that done.
So then I'm gonna pull that leg back, and I'm gonna.
Wait. You got to do this side so the camera can see it, right?
All right. So I'm gonna cut down to the joint.
Right down to the joint there.
And then we're gonna try to get that whole thigh out of there if we can.
Right along the joint there, where it's super easy. It's easier to cut than obviously through the bone. And so I will end up with a leg and a thigh. Just like that.
Look at that.
That looks pretty nice.
Right at the knuckle.
Right at the knuckle? Is that what that's called?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're going to end up with the breast.
I'm going to cut half of a breast off
so
here.
right down the center of right down the backbone of the chicken. Wow, it looked good, buddy.
It does, doesn't it?
And it looks done. It looks like
Hey,
it got
did you ever have a question in your mind?
Well, kind of did. Because when we poked our nostrils in there after that first 30 minutes, all we could see was a brown bag.
Right. A little tough to tell. So if you do it half and half, you could do it that way too. That's the half.
I need another leg and a thigh. I mean, that's not going to nearly be enough.
Really? All right. I'll get you enough. I'll get you another one here. See, so you pull that back. It exposes that little area there. And then we just kind of cut it away.
Right. Easier said than done, clearly.
Well, it just takes a little bit of time. You got to get that. You got to figure out where the joint is.
There you go. Now we're talking. Okay. So, we got to get some forks.
We do?
Yeah. Fork and a knife. Because I'm mostly curious about the cauliflower.
Really?
The stuffing. I mean, because I think the chicken looks pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah. You know what? Got a little zip.
I thought the rosemary was going to be overpowering, but it's not.
It's got a little zippity zap, right? Pretty good.
But you got mine. Because I want the dark meat.
That's true.
So I'm going to try a little bit of this dark meat.
Okay. Look at that, people.
Oh, wow. That's really nice. Okay.
That looks pretty good. Check that out.
Wow. That looks really good. And the dark meat is good, too.
Okay.
So listen, we bobbled our way through this. But you can do it. It's not nearly as difficult as we think. I mean, you know, there's a lot of ingredients. But a lot of ingredients on both sides. And this is for a special occasion.
Yeah. Yeah, this was super easy, though. If we just put it in the bags and put it in there, first off, you know, there was no checking it. There was no temperature.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. And the stuff in the stove was pretty easy, too, actually. You just let it get cooked. And then open it up, let it kind of dry out, right, and let it get going.
Well,
and it was good.
The other thing that can be tempting, can be treacherous with these holiday meals is timing all this stuff, right? So in this particular case, the rice cauliflower, we just let it simmer on the stove.
It was done
until the chicken was done.
It was done probably 30 minutes before, right? And the chicken took about an hour because it was about 15 minutes a pound. It was about 4 pounds.
But it was easy because we just put a lid on the stuffing and we let it roll until the chicken was done.
So you got to try it. If you do try it, put a comment in our comment section on our YouTube, right?
For sure.
Smash the likes, turn on the post notifications, give us a big thumbs up, you know, all that stuff.
Because that's what we deserve. Happy holidays to you and yours.
And and if you are looking for swag, you know what to do. We can't tell them, can we?
They hit cheese it up. We didn't
pound sign cheese it up.
We didn't pound size cheese it up this recipe. so that's super secret, right? So if they hit pound size,
cheese it up. Then we got it.
Yeah.
So if you are a secret admirer,
right, you can be one of the in crowd. Pound sign, cheese it up.
You never know what you might get.
We'll send you one of our little yellow bandy things. Where's that at?
Here comes the bandy things.
All right. Yeah, if you do it, we'll do it. Pound size, cheese it up. Brothers Bistro.
Out.